guys, karibu sana to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jambin Joroge. Welcome to my little space. It's been a minute since we braided our hair. It's been a minute since I did a long-term protective style, because I do a protective style, but it's like for maybe a week or so. But it's been a while since I did, like, I feel like this one would go about 3 to 4 weeks, which is why I'm calling it a long-term protective style. Yeah, this is the hairstyle that we did today. I did it with some waterwave braids that I had, and I bought them initially and I quite didn't understand what to do with it, or rather I had not figured out what to do with it, but eventually this is what I decided to do with it. So yeah, let's get into the video. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up.
Real hot girl shit. Real hot girl shit.
Okay, let's get to it. This is the hair that we are going to be using. I already took it out of the packet, but it is Waterwave by Angels, and it is in the color number 2. So I only bought one packet, and I am just praying and hoping that it's going to be enough, because I have no plans to buy another packet, so it just has to be enough. And so this is how the hair looks like. Actually, it's pretty long. It's longer than this. I already went ahead and just cut them into half. I wish I showed you before I cut them, but I forgot and I ended up cutting them, and then I remember that I didn't show you how they look like, but I just cut them in half. So ideally it's supposed to be like 2 times this. The only reason I cut them again is because I want to just use one packet. There's no logical explanation. That's the only reason I cut them, just so that they could be enough. But I think, yeah, it's up to you. If you want to cut them, fine. If you don't want to cut them, then that's also okay. Okay, so let's get into the actual braiding. So I'm going to be using those 2 products. That is my waxing gel and my mosara hydrating butter. You already know. Next, you're going to be needing some clips and some hair ties. So I start off by sectioning my hair. So the way I typically do it is that I create my sections 2 fingers apart. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, that's kind of like the size of the section that I usually go for. Now I'm going in with my mosara hydrating butter, and then I'm going in with some waxing gel, and then we are going to get into like the actual braiding. So I'm going to grab my leave-in treatment, and I'm going to grab our piece of hair that I cut in half, and I'm going to apply the leave-in, and then I'm going to go ahead and separate it. The reason I use leave-in is because it allows me to separate the hair, and then once I get to the end, I just cut out those parts such that I have 2 parts. So one strand of hair gives you 2 strands. Okay, when you separate it, you get 2 other strands. So the first thing I do is that I start off by braiding. So I just braid the hair downwards until maybe like a quarter way, and then once I get there, I'm going to start adding the hair. It's really that simple, guys. And then I braid again, and then after a little while, I'm going to go ahead and add the other braiding hair, so that now I'm done with that particular section. So I'm going to go ahead and braid a little just to secure the second bit of hair that we added, and then once I get to like halfway, I start twisting. So from there, I'm just going to twist all the way downwards, just to give me that kind of like a wobbly effect. That is like what I was going for. So this is what it will look like. So we're just going to repeat the same process where I separate the hair to get 2 separate sections, and then I'm going to braid my hair a little bit, and then once I braid it, I'm going to start adding the hair. Basically I'm just feeding in the hair as we go. So I start with the first strand, then I go ahead and add the other strand, and then I braid a little bit to secure it, and once I'm like halfway, I start twisting going downwards. So at the end, I also ended up braiding a little bit just to kind of secure it so that it does not unravel, because this hair, it actually tends to unravel a lot. So this is what I was ending up with. So I'm going to go ahead and start a new section at the front. Again, I'm just going to be repeating the same process whereby I section my hair. Once I have the perfect part, I go in with my mosara hydrating butter, and then I go in with a little bit of waxing gel, and then I start braiding. So again, we braid going downwards, just your normal 3-strand braid, and I'm just going to go ahead and just braid that, and then I am going to grab my leave-in and I'm going to use that to separate the hair. Actually, when I thought about it, I later on I was like, I should have separated this hair before I started braiding, but it's fine, you learn as you go. So I go ahead and I attach that braiding hair to my hair, and then I braid for a little bit, and then once I'm comfortable with it, making sure that it's secure, I go ahead and grab the second section and I attach it, and then I braid again, and then I braid downwards to like halfway length. Once I get to halfway, I start twisting going downwards. So yeah, this is the method that I was using. So it was pretty much trial and error before I got into this. I actually started off by twisting right away, but that didn't go out well, didn't go as planned. So I was like, why don't I start by braiding, add the hair, and then once I'm done adding the hair, I can begin to twist. So yeah, that is the same process that we are going to be repeating until I was done with my whole head. Luckily enough, God had me, and my one packet of braiding hair was enough, but I would recommend two, just so that you can even have more volume, because that's also something that I later on came to see, that if it would have been more voluminous, I feel like it would have looked better compared to the way it was. Yeah, like I said, I'm just going to be repeating the same process. Guys, as I was getting towards the end, I realized that there's a better method, so I just went ahead and braided the sections, as you can see, and then what now I was doing was attaching the hair. I should have thought of this would have saved me so much time, but again, you go as you learn. So when it comes to parting, guys, like my front section, I'm able to part it really well because I can see. The problem is usually the back section. Now sometimes I get someone to help me, but this day didn't have anyone to help me, so I was just kind of winging it. Also, I'm not one of those people. I'm more one of those people who's like obsessed with the parting at the back. I see people using mirrors. I don't care that much, okay? I'm like, it's at the back, no one's going to see it, so it's whatever. So I just kind of winged it at the back. The front was very precise and very clear, but the sections at the back were not that precise or clear. So I just went ahead and I finished the rest of my hair, and this is what I ended up with. I think they actually turned out cute. Not what I was expecting, but you know what, actually I like them, and I think I'm going to stay in with them for a long time. So I just kind of went ahead and just cut off any excess bits that were hanging, or any kind of left out. I just use a pair of scissors to kind of cut any of those leftovers, and yeah, I was done. Oh, before I forget, I used some spray to kind of just set everything in, and I'm using this one by ORS. I do not know if that's how it's said or it's ours, I do not know. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and spray my hair, and this is our cute and easy protective style. Do you see how easy it was to braid it? It was so easy, so simple. I think it's so cute, and it's such a quick and easy style that you can do by yourself, and that's kind of like the thing that I liked about it. At first I was like so confused about what to do with this braiding hair. I wasn't exactly sure. I tried to crochet it, it didn't turn out well, but turns out that the braiding actually looks good. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and most importantly, I hope you learned a thing or two. But first, before I sign off, I'd like to say that this is not what I thought it would look like. It really isn't. It's not what I was ideally going for. Like, I thought it would be different. But that just goes to show that sometimes these things you have to try and maybe fail, so that you can think about what to do the next time. Or okay, not that they turned out bad, actually I like them, they're cute, but I had seen someone do this style and this is not how the hair turned out. I don't know, maybe I went in with so much tension. I mean, it's wearable and I'm going to keep it on. I actually like the way it is, but I'm saying that it's not what I expected it to turn out to be. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to add that in there just so that you know that sometimes even with us who do tutorials and maybe we seem like we have it all figured out, we really don't. We're just trying things and just seeing how things go, and this just goes into more than just hair, more than just hairstyles, but rather really in life in general. Anyway, this is not a TED talk, but I just wanted you to know that this is not what I wanted initially, and halfway through I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I like this, but it has grown on me because I did them yesterday and I went to bed and then I woke up this morning and I looked at them and I was like, you know what, they're not so bad. They're not so bad. Especially when I hold it. Like if I hold like a section of it, it looks good. I'm also thinking if I had done more than one packet, it would have looked a little bit better. Maybe it needs for it to be full, and considering that I only used one packet, maybe that's why. I don't know. Maybe we'll try this hairstyle another day and see if I'll get the same result. Is pretty much it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, before I go, thank you so much for 300. I'm so excited about that. I know it might not be a lot to someone else, but really at the beginning of this year I was like at 150 something, and I really, not even 150, maybe 120 something, and I really just felt like, ugh, I don't know if I am in the right place or if I'm doing the right thing, but to hit 300 has just really warmed my heart so much, and I can't wait to get to 1,000 so that I can finally be monetized. So please share this video, share this video, share this video, and like and comment. Yeah, but that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye, for real this time. Bye.